report goes to us that Nigeria is supporting Iran actively and passively. Just got on the phone with Secretary Pompeo. USA must and will respond to terrorist nations immediately. That was a statement issued by the President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump, against the protest by the Shiites in Abuja, hereby burning the USA flag in Abuja. We know that is not going to end up well, and the President of America now has responded to the action given by the Shiites in Abuja. We know that is not palatable at all. That is why we've decided to go out on Vox Pop and Flip TV to ask people what could be done just to avert this impending and looming danger upon Nigeria. Don't forget, I am Babalola Timoteo. Stay on Vox Pop. Stay tuned. I will be right back. Following the protests made by the Shiites in Abuja by burning the United States of America's flag, Donald Trump yesterday tweeted and said reports got to them that Nigeria is supporting Iran passively and actively, and USA will and must respond to terrorist nation immediately. Don't you think that could be a very impending looming danger upon Nigeria? What do you think could be done to avert this danger by our president?
Well, I don't agree with the opinion of the president that the Nigerian government is somehow supporting the Shia's movement. You can see the crackdown that has been placed on the Shia movement, and you can see that they have their own. We are talking about religious freedom, you understand? They have their own belief. It's their fundamental rights. They came out that, okay, one of their own men has been killed, executed in another country. This protest, it's not something that they have approval for. Normally, before you have a protest, you need to get the police approval. This Shia movement, they didn't get the approval. So I won't say the Nigerian government is supporting it. The Nigerian government is just trying to respect everybody's fundamental rights, the religious right, the human rights. That's what they are trying to respect. And I don't think Donald Trump needs to really act based on that. They have their own intelligence on ground. They need to do their own research to understand what is really going on in Nigeria, you understand? And I just believe that they need to do more, the Nigerian government, to really contain the excesses of these Shia elements, because we are seeing a lot of things that is happening. They are reacting to events that are outside Nigerians. Any small thing, they've already gathered themselves. They can easily mobilize the young people. These young guys are jobless, they have nothing, so they can follow this extreme movement, extreme action. They are always available for all these people to gather, to protest and go about the street. You can see most of it, you can see their age groups are always around 20 to 25, you understand? Because these are the youths that are very, very delicate. Any small thing you throw at them, you can easily bring them, mobilize them, you understand? So government need to quickly look for something to cater for these young people so that they will not be available for all these religious fanatics. You understand? I don't think Nigeria needs to react to what happened in Iraq. It is none of our business for now. We have our own issue, we have our own serious matters to cater for. We have unemployment, we have serious issue. We understand that Nigeria needs to look out for. I don't think these young Nigerians, there's nothing to gain. They don't even know the identity of this man before this event that happened a few days back. Nobody knows about this man. You understand? But because everybody have access to information online, on the internet, and everybody start talking about it, and some people just gather the young people and say, okay, let's protest, and they started carrying billboard of him about the brothers should face how their life will be better. That is what should be paramount to the young people. They should face how they will be their own future, their career, instead of them being available tools in the hands of some elements of people, some disgruntled politicians that wanted to, exploit them. You understand? That's how I see it.
Okay, now with the situation of things at the moment, the president of America already reacted to the protest done by the Shiites in Abuja.
Yeah.
So whether it has been done by a particular group or not, whether it's been a religious sect or not, something of such is not being considered. At the moment, things are being tensed. There's uproar of war. So any slight affection or care will be termed as you be in support
Yeah, yeah,
of
the state.
one of the counterparts.
Okay.
Now, with the situation of things, President of of America rather says it is going to get back to terrorist nations. Immediately, it was an exclamated word. Immediately. So, what do you think could be done to avert this impending looming danger upon Nigeria?
Well, I think the Nigerian government need to act. You understand? They are responsible for the protection of lives and properties. I understand the United States angle. You understand? You need to handle your citizens, and all this kind of action can also create more tension. You understand? Can create tension. Can give the impression that okay, they can even allow terrorist organizations to even penetrate the situation. You understand? So I understand their position. Nigeria need to contain this kind of protest in future. They need to let their citizens understand that you can't just be burning United States of America, a foreign country flags. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. I think Nigerian government need to react. They need to do something. You understand? It falls into their own hands. You understand? To make sure that we respect international countries. You understand? We respect them, their rights. Their flag is the face of their country. We cannot have a situation whereby it's shown on YouTube that Nigerians are burning, because that's what they will say. They will not say it's Shia youth. They will say Nigerians are burning American flag. That's how the whole African, the whole international community will see it. So Nigerian government need to do something. There are sponsors. There are people that are behind this movement. They need to look out for these people. They are the ones that they need to arrest. That's why we have the intelligence community. They need to go after their sponsors. You understand? They need to infiltrate this organization. They will find out their sponsors. You understand? Get their sponsors. When you arrest them, you've already cut the head. It will be difficult for the other body to function. You understand? So they need to go after the heads of this organization. That's my own position.
Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah. In response to the protest made by the Shiite group in Abuja, whereby they burnt the United States of America's flag, President Donald Trump says Nigeria is actively and passively supporting Iran, and USA must and will surely respond to terrorist nations immediately. To this effect, do you think Nigeria is safe at the moment, and what do you think the federal government could do to avert the impending looming danger upon its country?
Well, like I will still say, I was discussing with some people the other day. I said that the Nigerian government is the most stupidest government to have ever allowed her media houses to expose that incident. Because why I said so was because America would yes, it is better that I have a conversation. Something happened between me and my friend, and my son or my daughter takes my friend's picture and burn it in the house. And when my friend happens to hear about it, I said, no, it's not true. How can my son burn your picture or something like that? It means that yes, I might know about it, but before my friend, I'm trying to make him feel that no, it never happened. So thereby, my friend will have a little bit of trust and faith in me. But whereby my son burns his picture and he can say, hey, and so what is anybody could burn anybody's pictures. Then what I have directly said is that I am ready for war. Whatever you want to do, come on. That is also what the Nigerian government has done by allowing that thing go viral. There are so many acts of Boko Haram that is happening in Nigeria every day that the Nigerian government has sealed, that they never wanted the Nigerians to know.
Wait. Are you blaming the federal government for allowing the?
Yes, I am. You know what? That's what I'm telling you. There are so many escapees of Boko Haram that has been taking place in Nigeria every day that they've closed, that they don't want the media to expose to the.
Wait, would you will remember that the federal government have been working on the regulation of social media, which was kicked against by Nigerians. Don't you think if it was regulated, this thing wouldn't have escalated?
No, but don't you think? No, see, it wasn't. See, even as at that, there are so many events in the media that they don't want us to know. You saw the issue of Aisha Buhari's this thing when they ordered NTA to take it away from YouTube. Now you see, but how can you marry the relationship between Boko Haram has been conquered and that Nigerian military as at 2 days ago escaped. That is to tell you that there are so many things that is going on that is being covered. Are you getting me? Now, how can you marry that? How can you marry it to the situation that Boko Haram is still holding, so is still operating in Borno? But meanwhile, what we are being made to understand is that Boko Haram is no longer in operation. Are you getting me? So when this thing happened, the first person that would know about the burning is the president. The presidency cannot deny about it.
But it's even happening in Abuja.
Because it's in Abuja. So what they would have done is, all the media houses ensure this thing never goes viral. Even if US happens to know, I know definitely US will get to know through their agencies that are present in Nigeria. But they say, it never happened. Maybe they were saying something propaganda, just to destroy the reputation of the Nigerian government. And yes, you see, there's one thing. If I know you can kill me, and I do something against you, and I come before you, and I come in your presence and say, I'm sorry, this has never happened. It means that what you have simply done is that you have admitted that I'm greater than you, and that you cannot match me. So I would do what? Pardon you. You see, I like I say, don't underestimate Donald Trump. Don't underestimate Donald Trump. Donald Trump, America is one of the reasons why Russia is where they are today. And America can also be the reason why Nigeria will do more. And America can also be the reason why Nigeria will split tomorrow. So that word they have used, do not underestimate that word. And do not also forget that the president of this nation went and signed alliance with the Islamic nation, thereby making Nigeria an Islamic nation. Now thereby, what the fight as it stands is a fight between, I'll call it a fight between the Islamic nation and the world.
But don't forget, last year December, America placed Nigeria on religious watch list, and our president said there's nothing like that. Do you get it?
Now that is the same thing we are telling you. You saw that information was killed for Nigerians not to actually get the real fact of it. That's why I told you they would have also killed that information going viral. Are you getting the logic now? Now, if the Islamic nations that even has that it is even their son that was killed, do not cry foul. You that is far away from the east is now crying foul for a man that has nothing to relate, that has no relationship with you. So when you see, that's why I say it only takes a wise man to act wise, and it takes a foolish man to continue acting foolishly. You can never get any wise thing from a foolish man. The only thing you can get from a foolish man is you get wise foolishness, because his foolishness will come to metaphors to how will I put it, to the higher degree of it. You might be seeing lesser foolishness, but when you see a foolish man in its totality, he will give you a foolish and a foolish and a foolish action. That is also what we are seeing. I for one was one of the people that was very angry seeing that thing on the dailies. I was like, no. So, and coupled with all this government has all the war they've been fighting against the Christian citizens of the land. So all of those things, quote or in quote, these things will affect us. Now, how can you now marry the situation whereby you have a government who has increased his visa rate for citizens that will come and trade business, but to the Fulani men from the neighboring north just approach the Nigerian embassy and you have a visa? What can you? That is to tell you that there is a there is a trend to build terrorists in the nation. So if America has taken up that, I think, I wouldn't say it's good, but I pray that this government have a rethink and go back and apologize, because apology will save us more of it, because it was only a letter that was sent to them and they immediately started shaking. And if America unleashed their war on Nigeria cannot even stand. Iraq can even stand 24 hours. Nigeria cannot even stand 2 hours. If America should unleash on Nigeria cannot even stand 2 hours. Iran, that they are even supporting, can even stand 24 hours. What do we have? We have nothing. Our ammunitions, we depend on America. And America can block all of those ammunitions, and we can't get them. But Iran can easily produce on their own. What do we have? Even the rice that we are talking about, you have one bag of half bag of rice and half bag of sand. That is what you're producing. That you cannot use to justify to say that you have now arrived. Where have you arrived? That you want to match nations of the world that are great. When the great people are talking, those that are aspiring to be great will only do what? Will listen and look at where they are getting it right and where they are getting it wrong, to use their wrongs to sharpen their wrongs and add to their greatness and become more greater than them. Not when they talk, you jump into it. That makes you a failure. That is just the truth. It's just a pity that it's the way it is. But I think by the special grace of God, we will get it right. If not now, we will get it right in the nearest future.
So what implication do you think this could bring upon Nigerians?
One, it will cut bilateral relationship, which is very, very optimal. Nigeria as a nation produces nothing. We produce nothing. So when a country that is not a country that is mono economy, what do they stand to get if all the world leave them? I have nothing in my account, and I betrayed my younger ones, and they cannot give me 1 naira. What do I stand to get? I become a failure. I became a pauper. That is what Nigeria stands to benefit. If US sanctions Nigeria stands to become a pauper, because Nigeria cannot exist. Nigeria stands to shipwreck, because Nigeria cannot paddle the ship. Nigerian ship, as we speak, is being paddled by foreigners. In as much as they are not here in Nigeria, they are the ones peddling Nigerian ship. The moment America sanctions Nigeria, that is the end of Nigerian ship. Nigerian ship will begin to do what? To wreck. That is just the truth. And that is, see, Russia is only surviving it today because Russia was once a great nation. And Russia is a great, and they remain great. They know how to, they've been managing it. But Nigeria had never attained that height of greatness. And if we are sanctioned today, my brother, I still say it, we cannot survive 2 hours. Like I still say, the father still needs to go to his friend and say, I am sorry. Forget about what, see, this is not the time of saying what you do to your son that has offended you, that has brought your...
You should just go and make peace.
First and foremost, you go and make peace. When you make peace with your friend outside, you now come back home and say, you this stupid boy. You this stupid boy that will not let me rest. You this stupid boy that will not make me, even if possible, make the noise that this boy will not let me rest. This boy will not let me rest. Let your friend think that you are supporting him, but in your heart of heart you might be supporting your son.
Yeah, sure.
But the first thing is go and then make the noise. These people are stupid. Let it be that they even make the noise. Let it be that they are condemned publicly. Then America, and then go to, I know, see, Donald Trump is not a man of war.
Yes.
If you go and look at his, he's not a man of war. He's a man of business. I know it might cost Nigeria some certain things. In this fight, it might cost Nigeria some certain things. That's the truth. We have shot ourselves to the leg. America will always wait for you to enter their trap. And when you enter their trap, they will make you. So not to allow this trap go deeper. The father of the nation needs to go to his friend. Nigeria and America has a bilateral agreement. So they need to go back to and smoothen that bilateral agreement by, please, we are sorry. Don't mind that stupid boy. When I get home, I will deal with him. If possible, when they get home, they take two of the child and lock them up and detain them in the name of that these are the. After 2-3 days, you secretly release them. Nobody will come out of this. But if we continue, if the Nigerian government keep quiet without making any press statements and without taking any action, without any form of trying to apologize, it will be worse than what we are hearing today.
This is where we are going to wrap it up on today's edition of Vox Pop on Flip TV. Make sure you join us for more insightful and interesting edition of this program. Make sure you have a nice day. Bye.